Okay, boys and girls, now we're going to do part 3 of our math review. Number 5 is color to show each pair of fractions. Then write greater than, less than, or equal to in the blank. So let's go ahead and do that. So 4, 6. Let's read here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to just color 4 because it's asking me to color 4 out of 6. So I am going to color 1, 2 slices of pie, 3, 4. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 slices of this pie that has 6 slices altogether. Now this number says color into thirds. So I'm then going to color this one big slice and this big slice. Okay, so 2/3, that means that 2 people ate that pie and left one slice left here. But do you notice how this pie looks like this pie? This part, there was this part that wasn't eaten and this part that wasn't eaten. If you just kind of dotted lined a slice there, you would see that this is equal to this. So here 4, 6 is the same thing as 2/3 because you see that the same amount was colored in. It was just shared with 2 people rather than 4, and the number 6, they cut it in 6 slices rather than 3. But it doesn't matter because these are this is the same amount that was eaten. And here it's the same amount left. So this 4, 6, and 2/3 are actually equal. So you would say that these two numbers are equal to one another. All right? So 4, 6 is equal to 2/3. And we know that because of the picture that we have made. Later on, you will learn about breaking down a fraction and into its smallest form. But for right now, we can use these pictures to tell us that they are the same, even though they have different numbers. They are still the same. So 4, 6 colored in is the same amount as 2/3. Okay, let's go to B. Here it's 3/4. They're asking you to color in 3/4, 3 out of the 4 slices, and here they're asking you to do 4/5. So they color in 4/5. Then they ask you which one is greater. So you were going to tell me if it's greater than or less than. So just because the number is bigger doesn't necessarily mean that it is bigger, okay? Because remember, the more people you have to share with, the smaller the pieces become, okay? Let's move on to time. Draw the minute hand on each clock face to show the time. So this is 10 minutes past 4. It's the same thing as saying 10 minutes elapsed. Okay, so 4 o'clock. So we're talking about 4 o'clock. So if it says 4, let's automatically know that means 4 o'clock. So it's saying 10 minutes past 4. So if we look here, here's the 4, then how many minutes? So the longhand is going to tell us how many minutes has passed. How many minutes have passed? 10. So let's remember that each increment each number here equals how much? 5 minutes. Okay? So don't forget that 1 equals 5, 2 equals 10. So then it's 5, 10, 15, 20. It goes around all the way until it hits 60, which is o'clock. Okay? So I'm not going to tell you anymore. You have to make the long hand, which is the minute hand, in the place where it shows 10 minutes that have 10 minutes have passed. Okay, so you do the next one as well. Remember that when it says 15 minutes to 8 o'clock, 8, that just means 8 o'clock. Okay, 15 minutes to 8 o'clock. It's not 8 o'clock yet. Okay, so don't let that trick you. Okay. Now, if you're feeling up to it, you can move on to the next page, and all this is arrange these figures into 3 groups given below. So these shapes have a letter inside them, and you are going to sort them by description. So this one says, in this group, the figures are made up of straight lines only. So then you're going to look for a picture of a shape that only has straight lines. So do you see one that only has straight lines? I do. This one only has straight lines. Can you find another one that only has straight lines? Okay, so I know that H has straight lines. So I'm going to put the letter H here. Okay, but there are more, so you're going to put them there. So every shape that only has straight lines, you put them in this box. You put the letter in the box. So I said H, so I would put the letter H here. Okay? But there's some more, so then you just add them. Here it says, in this group, the figures are made up of both straight lines and curves. So then you find the shape that has lines and curves, and you take the letter and you put it in the box. In the next box it says, in this group, the figures are made up of curves only. So then you come here and you look for the shapes that only have curves. And then you put the letter here. Okay? And that's it for this one. All right, well, good luck. And on Tuesday, you'll have another video for the next pages. Have fun. Bye-bye.